Hello everyone. Kindly note that we will be waiting for a couple more minutes to allow more people to join this webinar. Thank you so much. And please, if you guys can hear me in the question box, just write yes so that I can know if there is any problems with my connection. Thank you so much. Okay, I think we are ready to start. Again, hello everyone and welcome. My name is Maysar Darwish. I'm an account specialist and account manager here in Amazon, and I've been part of the self-service registration team here in Amazon AE for almost 3 years. And today I will be giving you an introduction to selling on Amazon, starting from detailed explanation of the registration process, and I'm going to give you a few information about the listing, the fulfillment, and the discovery on the website, and how you can promote your products on the website. Okay, so I'm going to give you basically a glimpse of each and every stage that you will go through as a seller on Amazon. And after each and every section, I will give you guys a couple of minutes if you have any questions. And by the end of the webinar, of course, there will be a Q&A session. If you guys have any questions about this presentation, you can ask me. If we still have time and we have finished all the questions about the presentation, you are free to ask me any other question about Amazon in general. So without further ado, let us start. So in our agenda today, I'll be telling you about the benefits of online shopping, benefits of selling on Amazon, how to create your seller account, and what is the difference between the individual account and the business account. I will give you a brief about the listing, the fulfillment, and the advertising, or also known as the discovery. And by the end of it, we will have our Q&A session. So the first thing that we'll be talking about is the benefits of going online or selling online in general. So a question that a lot of people have asked is why to go online? Okay, I can keep explaining about why you should go online, why you should go online, but I can give it to you in a very simple way. Why to go online? Because it's cheaper, it's faster, it will give you better accessibility to reach to people. Okay, as you guys probably know, especially this year. Now, the world has been going online for 10 years now. A lot of people, like the big companies and even stores, they have started to open their own online page, like, for example, on social media like Facebook, Instagram. They create their own online websites and, of course, creating their Amazon accounts, okay? And as well as the other platforms. So the benefits of going online, basically, it's going to help you to create a new revenue stream. Instead of selling in one place, in your store, you'll be able to have access to multiple places. You can grow your customer base as well because you'll be able to reach to people from all around the world, and you can offer your products 24/7. Okay, so instead of just being stuck to a certain time of opening your store and closing your store, your online store is going to be open 24/7, and it will be available for everyone. Okay, someone has raised their hand, so I believe Anto Joseph. If you have any question, please write it down. I'll be more than happy to answer it for you. Okay, so why marketplaces? Marketplaces equals customers. Opening opening an account on one marketplace, this is going to help you to reach to a certain customer base. Open several accounts on multiple marketplaces, you have reached the world, basically. So that's why people go to marketplaces, okay, and online marketplaces to be specific. So what are the benefits of selling on Amazon? The first benefit, of course, is, as you guys probably know, Amazon is the number one, the number one in the world site for online shopping. Okay, we've been we have created this website, and we've been working as a company since 1996. So we are the first, and we are the biggest. So to work on Amazon, this is always going to be a privilege for you, and we have millions and millions of customers that visit our website on daily basis, and not to mention we have hundreds of millions that visit our website in the days of the events. Once we have an event, you can always leverage our brand awareness and the trust of our customers. So basically, by using Amazon or by becoming a seller on Amazon, because people know that Amazon, in some cases, we are a bit strict when it comes to the rules of who are the sellers that we accept on our website. That's why they trust Amazon. Okay, so by trusting Amazon, they will trust you as a seller on Amazon. So this is something that you can take advantage of. You can cancel at any time. There is no commitment. In general, on Amazon, on the other marketplaces, of course, we may ask you to pay for a fee, a subscription fee, depending on the selling plan that you are going to use on the website. But here in the MENA region, it's going to be for free. You will start with the highest selling plan, which is called the professional plan, and there will be no commitment for you. Whenever you want, you can simply just close your account, put it on vacation, abandon your account in general, request for it to be just shut down. All of those options will be available for you. So if you felt like maybe it's not the right time for me to go online right now, but you have already created your account, you can just simply request to cancel the account. Next is you will be having the advantage and the privilege of using our fulfillment network. Okay, our fulfillment network is very wide. We are capable of reaching to everyone who orders from Amazon. We are capable of reaching out to them. You can use our special fulfillment network, which is the Fulfilled by Amazon, which means that any order that you receive, it will be delivered same day because you will be under the Prime service. And people in general, they trust the FBA products because they know that those products are actually verified by Amazon. Last but not least, you can always maximize your potential with Amazon free analysis tools. We have several tools that you guys can use to analyze the marketplace, analyze the competition, and all of those are going to be very helpful for you while you are selling on Amazon. So I have a question by Zakir. May we record the webinar? Sir, the webinar is already recorded, and there is a version of it already available on the services website. You can go to services.amazon.ae or .sa, and you can check the recorded sessions. It will be available in there. But if you want to personally record it, like for your own reference, yeah, it's fine. There is no problem. But it's already recorded, and you will be able to find it in the services website. Okay, so let us get started. So the first thing that we need to know is, or basically the first step that we are going to take when we want to start our business on Amazon, is to create a seller account. So the steps for creating a seller account, they are very simple, very easy. First step, you go to the services website. It's called services.amazon.ae or .sa, depending on the country that you are in, and you click on Start Selling. After that, we are going to ask you, it's simply just like you are registering for any other online platform. We're going to ask you for your name, your email. You need to add your password and re-enter your password for verification, and then you can create your Amazon account. So after you are done with that step, we are going to ask you this question: what type of entity are you? So are you like an individual, you don't have a company, or are you a business seller representing a company? Okay, after you select that, you need to enter your business name if you are a business seller, and you can enter a business name for individuals if you want to choose it as a store name at a later point. So after you are done with adding those information, you click on Agree and Continue. The next step, you need to enter your business information. So we start with the country, the city, the area, and the address line. You enter your unique business display name, also known as the store name. just as a note, this is something that you can change at a later point, but it's always preferable when you are choosing a store name, especially for those who are individuals and do not own a company. Okay. For those who own a company, it's preferable that you enter your company's name. This is going to help for the people to know both your items and the company as well. So you can also sponsor your company, kind of. For individuals, it's preferable that you choose a name that is unique, eye-catchy, and at the same time related to the type of products that you are selling. After that, you enter your phone number, and you have two options to verify it, either by SMS or by a call. This is a one-time verification. Okay. So after you have added that one-time verification code, we are going to verify your phone number, and then you click on Save and Continue. Next, you need to double check on your pickup address. Okay. Some people they add the address of their company, and in their company they have their warehouse. So the pickup address is like automatically it's going to be your warehouse. So you can keep it as it is. Same goes for individuals. You can have your products in home. So you add your home address. If the address that you have added in the previous page is different from this one, you can click on modify, because we are going to automatically take the address that you have added on the previous page. So if you have a different one, you can simply click on modify and add the new address. After that, you click on Save and Continue. In the next page, you need to add a payment method. What we are asking you here is something called the charging method. The charging method refers to the credit card. Okay, it's a way that you can use in case you want to pay for a certain service. You can pay through your credit card, and this is what we are going to verify. If you do not have a credit card, don't add. You can simply click on Skip for now. Okay, and never add your debit card, because this may cause for your account to face problems in the future. Okay, so debit cards are not allowed. If you do not have a credit card, it's fine. You can simply click on Skip for now. For Saudi, Mada credit cards are not allowed. They are not accepted. Okay, PayPal is not accepted. So only a credit card. If you do not have it, click on Skip for now. In the next page, we're going to ask you for the product information. So we want you to give us a few information about your products. So the first question is going to be, do you have a barcode? Okay. If yes, you will receive the second question, which is, how would you like to list your products? Okay. So whether you answered yes or some of them, you're going to have to answer the second question, which is, how would you like to list your products? By using your own product inventory file, create an inventory file using Amazon's template, or list them one by one. If you choose no, the second question for you is going to be, do you brand your products? Okay, so also you will have yes, no, or some of them, and then you will have to answer the third question, which is, how would you like to list your products? So after you are done with those questions, we move on to the next step, which is to set up your store. Okay, you need to choose the category of the products that you want to sell. You can choose multiple categories, and it's not mandatory that you only stick to those categories. For example, if you have chosen apparel or clothing in this page, and at a later point after you have created your seller account and all of that, you wanted to change, you want to sell something like electronics, it's fine, there is no problem on it. But those are, just like I mentioned before, those are the initial information that we collect, so that once we contact you, we know exactly what we need to talk about. So after you are done with this step, you click on Finish. And then we move on to the next step, which is the identity verification. Again, the same question as the first question that you guys have received. Are you an individual or a company seller? So do you have, basically the question here is, do you have a trade license or not? Okay, but you guys got to make sure to choose the correct option, because once you have chosen an option here, you will not be able to change it again. So this is a one-time question. Okay, so if you are an individual, you have your ID, you choose I'm an individual. If you have a trade license and you wish to open an account on behalf of that company or that trade license, you choose I am a company seller. After that, you click on Next. Now, the difference between the individuals and the business sellers, it depends on two things. The first thing in the registration process is the type of documents that we will ask you to provide. Okay. The second thing, which in terms of selling, some categories may require for you to have a trade license because we are going to ask you for approvals from the government to sell those products. So those are the two main differences. The first one is the registration in regards to the type of documents that we will ask you to provide. The second one, when it comes to adding the products, some products may require for you to have approvals from the government, and those approvals only come for the business owners. So right now I'm going to walk you through what are the documents that will be required from the individual and from the business. So starting with the individual, we are going to ask you the first to provide us with the identity verification information. So we will start with the national or residence ID number, okay? We are going to ask you for the expiration date, the country of issue, first and last name, those are the mandatory ones, the middle name is optional. Date of birth, you need to be over 18 and older, basically. You need to confirm your residential address. If you have several addresses, you can add them, okay? And then you click on submit. In the next page, you need to upload your document, the front side in the front side field, the back side in the back side field, and you upload the additional document, which is a bank statement, a credit card statement, or a utility bill. This additional document is going to be used to confirm your address. So feel free to use any of them, okay? By utility bills, of course, we're talking about something like water or electricity bill. And it needs to be like the maximum days is 90 days. It can't be older than that. Okay, so those are the documents that will be required from you as an individual. For Saudi, of course, you only have the front side as individual. As domestic sellers, which means local sellers, you only have a front side. Okay, so you can simply just upload the front side. There shouldn't be any problem, and you upload the additional document. After that, of course, once you click on submit, it will take us around 2 days until we get back to you with the final results. If everything is all right, we are going to give you an approval and you will have access to your seller account. If there was any problems, we are going to provide you with what are the issues, or also known as the rejection reasons. And once they are fixed, we are going to approve you. Now, one thing that you guys need to make sure of is that the information that we have added in this step matches the documents that we upload in this step. Okay? Because any mistake, that's going to be one of the rejection reasons. So you got to make sure of that. So next, I'll be walking you through the process, or basically what are the identity verification information for the business sellers, also the documents that will be required. So as a business seller, there are two types of business sellers. We have someone who's called a director or a representative. To make it more simple, this is someone whose name is mentioned on the trade license or the company registration. And we have the legal representative. This is someone who is authorized by the director or the representative to create an account on Amazon. Okay, so the information that will be required from you, same as the page before, the national or residence ID number, okay, expiration date, country of issue, first and last name, those are the mandatory ones, middle name is optional, date of birth, you need to be over 18, the registered business name, which is the same name that is mentioned on the business registration document, and the business license number. After that, you confirm your residential address and you click on submit. And in the next page, you need to upload the front side and the back side of your ID, and you upload your business license. Now, in this page, there is going to be one slight difference between a legal representative and a business owner. If you are the business owner, you upload the front and back side of your ID and you upload your business license, there shouldn't be any problem. If you are a legal representative, which means that your name is not mentioned on the trade license, but you are authorized to create this account, you need to have a document. It's called the POA, also known as the power of attorney. Okay, the power of attorney, this is a certificate that authorizes you to create this account on behalf of that company. So what is going to happen is that you are going to upload the front and back side of your ID, and you are going to attach the power of attorney to the trade license and upload them all in one file in PDF form. Okay, now after you're done that, you click on submit, and again, within 2 days, we will get back to you of the status of your application. After your application is approved, the only thing that we can say to you is congratulations on completing your seller account, and right now you will start your selling journey. So before I move on to the next step, does anybody have any questions, in regards to the registration process, I will give you guys 2 minutes. Question by Adil. Can we sell on KSA market using UAE company or individual details? Yes, sir, you can, because the UAE documents in general, whether it was a business registration document or the ID, both are accepted in the KSA market. But to follow up on that, after you have created your account, you need to ship your items to our warehouse in KSA so that you can have a stock available in there, because we cannot use your UAE stock in KSA. So you need to ship your items to our warehouse in there, and that's how you will start with the selling process in KSA. Question by Luku, is it mandatory to have any e-commerce or trading license for FBA program? No, it's not mandatory. It's available for both individuals and business sellers. So it's not a problem. It's not, I'm sorry, it's not mandatory. So it's okay. As an individual, you will have access to FBA as well. Question by TBK General Trading. Can you explain about the buy box wins? I can, but not in this section. At a later stage, we have something called the discovery section. I will explain further about it. And by the way, there is, right now, of course, in this webinar, I will explain very vaguely. I will just give you the general idea about it. Tomorrow, there is a webinar called How to Grow Your Business. We are going to speak about it in details. So if you are interested, you can attend tomorrow's webinar as well. Okay, any other questions before we move on? Question by Luku. I have LLC in UAE. Can I expand in USA or UK or KSA market from UAE? Actually, this entire service of global selling, we have recently only launched it in UAE. Okay, so the countries that you will be able to sell in, they are quite a few. But again, the main rule in this one is that you need, like, if you want to create an account in USA, KSA, okay, you need to send your items to the warehouse in there. So from inside the UAE, like for example, if your stock is only available inside the UAE, you will not be able to sell. You need to ship some of your products to that country, to the warehouse, to our warehouse in there. And once we receive it, then you will be able to sell in that, because it will be like creating an account in that country. Okay, not linking an account to a marketplace. It's different. Okay, so can you expand? Of course. Will you be able to sell in other countries? Of course you can, but you need to create an account in there, and you need to ship your items to our warehouse in there, and we will take it after that. Question by Amara. If we have given debit card instead of credit card, so how can quite from this detail? I need a little explanation about, I need you to explain further or to provide me with more details about the case itself. But basically, if you have uploaded a debit card instead of a credit card, a debit card is not a charging method. We cannot take money from it. Okay, a bank's debit card is not something that we can deduct money from it. It's something that you can use, for example, to buy something, but it needs to be under your approval. But while it's uploaded on the website, it doesn't have the, I believe it's called the CCVT code, which allows you to make purchases online, just like on the credit card. That's why we will not be able to charge you for it. Okay, but the credit card, it has that code, which means that you have provided, that you have given us an approval, okay, to charge or deduct money from you. That's why we accept the credit card, but we do not accept a debit card. Plus, it's called the charging method because it's a method that you choose to pay for things. but it's not the same method as the one that you receive money on. It's different. That's called the deposit method. Question, hopefully that has answered your question. Question by Shahid Suleiman. After we post the listing, we send goods immediately to Amazon warehouse or after confirmation of order? It depends on what type of shipping method you have chosen, because you have two. You have the fulfilled by Amazon and you have the easy shipping. At a later point, I will explain further about them. Question by Adel. So we have to create another account on Amazon KSA using UAE credentials other than UAE. Yes, you can do that. You can create an Amazon store or an Amazon account on KSA using your UAE credentials. Question by Zakir. If I send items to USA warehouse, I need a company in USA to open an account for Amazon, or I can use my UAE company. You can go to the Amazon.com website, and in the help section, when it comes to the registration, they will show you a list of the countries that we accept the IDs or the documents from. If the UAE is one of them, or if KSA is one of them, you can register your company. There shouldn't be any problem. Question by Geeta. Is there any customer care number in UAE for Amazon? It's available on the main website, amazon.uae. At the bottom, you will find the customer care option. You click on it and you will find their number in there. Okay, guys, I believe I'm going to have to move on with this webinar, but don't worry, I will make sure to answer all of your questions, so don't worry about that. So after we are approved, or after the account is approved, your application basically to create an account is approved, you will have access to something called the Seller Central. This is your main seller dashboard. Okay, you will have access to several tools, several options that will help you when it comes to adding your products, to check the pricing, to automate your pricing, to advertise, to create your own store. All of those you will have access for. Seller Central is of course available on both our website, or you can download the Amazon Seller mobile app. It's available on both the App Store, the Apple App Store, or the Google Play Store. It's available on both of them. And you can use it the same as using the website. You can analyze your sales performance, manage listing and pricing, maintain the account health, add and enhance the listings, and of course, manage your buyer-seller messages. So how it works to sell on Amazon, basically you publish your products, you start with the selling process, you receive an order, you confirm it, you ship your products, and then you get paid. Okay, of course, after you have completed your entire order, it will take up to 15 days until we basically transfer the money to your bank account. Your seller journey starts with listings, then fulfillment, and then discovery, and I will explain a bit about them next. So to start with the listing, to list your products, basically, what you need to do is you need to have all the information about your products. You add those information, you add images, you click on submit, and the product is going to be available on the website. A listing or a product detail page, this is a shared space that displays attributes common to all offers for the product. And an offer is the condition, price, and delivery time that you propose as a seller. Yesterday, of course, there was a webinar that I was giving. I spoke in details about how to list your products. There are 3 ways to add your products, either by adding an offer or an item that is already available on Amazon. You can create a new product listing for your items, or you can upload a huge quantity of products via the bulk upload by downloading a template from our website. You add all of the details in there and you upload all of your products at once. Make sure to have full details of the product, add as much details as you can. Make sure that you explain a lot about your product and you provide your customers with the knowledge they need to understand the product that they are buying from you. This is going to save you of facing any problems with the customers, because if they have any complaints, you will just inform them that it's already mentioned in the details, and by doing that, the complaint will not be counted for you. So to sell a product, there are a few things that you need to make sure that you have prepared basically before you start with the listing process. You need to make sure that you have your product identifier. Okay, the product ID is also known as the barcode. It has several kinds between GTIN, UPC, ISBN, or EAN. A product title must be related to the product that you are selling, must explain a bit and give a good idea about the product that you are posting on the website. The product description needs to have a full explanation. okay, with full details about the product that you are offering for the people. The product images, they must be clear, of high resolution. Of course, they must provide details of the product, show your product from each and every side, put them in a good way. They need to have a good resolution. This is going to activate the zoom effect on them, which is going to help the customers to zoom in on the item to see it in a better way. Last but not least, the searching terms and the relevant keywords. Keywords, of course, those are the bullet points that will give a small explanation about your product. And the searching terms, those are the terms that will help for your product to appear whenever any customer searches for those terms. So one of the things that you also need to focus on is the detailed page of the product. Okay. Also, this example I'm giving to you right now, it's called a successful detailed page. The main 5 factors or the main 5 points that we look at in the successful detailed page are the titles, the images, the product features, the variations, and the customer ratings. Title must be related to the product and explaining the product because this is your main banner for the product. The images, you need to have multiple images that explains your product and show it from each and every side. The product features, also known as the key words or the bullet points, as you guys can see in here, you have up to 5 bullet points. You need to add details that will illustrate and explain more about the product. It's different from the description, but it's very helpful because this is going to appear right next to the product while the description is going to appear below the product. So it's always good to have your bullet points ready. The variations, if your product is available in multiple colors or multiple sizes, you can add them all in the same listing instead of adding a listing for each and every color or size. This is going to help for the customers to discover all the options that you are offering for them, and you may receive multiple orders on the same item just because it has multiple colors or sizes. Last but not least, the customer ratings. This is a feedback provided to you by the customers. The feedback is, of course, for the product itself, but as a seller, of course, you will have the Q's and A's. The customers will be able to ask you questions, and through the buyer-seller messaging tool, you will be able to answer their questions. And of course, you can always ask them for a positive feedback. They will be able to provide you with that as well. Having 3 to 6 images has been shown to increase conversion by over 30%. This is based on a study that we have done in the European marketplaces. So of course, having multiple images is always good. 3 to 6, this is a good number of images. If you are a brand owner and you have your own store, you will be able to add videos, upload videos as well to explain, but this is only something exclusive for the brand owners. And next, I'll be talking about how to convert your traffic to sales. 3 main points to convert your traffic to sales. The value, you need to create a good value in your pricing strategy. Convenience, provide fast delivery and good services for the customers. Last but not least, customer experience, focus on great customer service. Of course, the third point can be done from your end by the buyer-seller messaging tool. If they have any questions, just be biased for action and interact with them, answer all of their questions and help them. This is going to help you, just like I mentioned before, to have a positive feedback. Next section is the fulfillment, but before I move on to the fulfillment, I'll give you guys 2 minutes if you have any questions about the previous section, of course, the listing. Any questions about the listings? Okay, I think we can move on to the fulfillment. Okay, so what is the fulfillment and what are the fulfillment options? The fulfillment, basically, this is how you are going to handle your orders and how you are going to deliver your products. Okay, and here in Amazon, you will have 2 fulfillment options. You will have the seller fulfillment and you will have the fulfillment by Amazon. So what is the difference between the two methods and how both of them can be used, and basically what are the factors in each and every fulfillment method? This is what I'm going to explain next. So when it comes to the fulfilled by Amazon, the process for it is that the seller sends his stock to Amazon Fulfillment Center. We are going to distribute the stock on the correct warehouses, okay? And whenever the customer places an order, we are going to pick and pack the order. We are going to ship the order with the delivery promise. Of course, the FBA products, the delivery promise on them is 24 hours because they will be under the Prime service. And the customer is going to receive their order in the next day. So this is as far as the FBA, this is how the FBA works. I believe I have received a question before. Okay, and I said that I will answer it in this section. The question, I believe, was by Shahid. After we post the listing, we send goods immediately to Amazon warehouse or after confirmation of the order. Now, I believe this is going to explain to you what is the difference. Now, if you want to go with FBA, your products needs to already be available inside our warehouse. This is how we are going, like, if the items are under FBA but not in the warehouse, they will appear as out of stock products. So they need to be inside our warehouse to be in stock. And after they are inside our warehouse, they will be shown to the people and the people will be able to order from you. If you are going to go with Amazon Easy Shipping or self-shipping, the items will be already active on the website. And whenever you receive an order, either our courier will come and collect from you if you are under Amazon Easy Ship, or you need to ship the products if your products are under self-shipping. All of those options are available for you. Hopefully that has answered your question. Okay, so in regards to Amazon Easy Shipping, okay, you keep the items with you. You store your products in your own warehouse. Once the customer places an order, you are going to pick and pack the order. We are going to come and collect the items from you, and the customer is going to receive his order. Of course, it's going to take between 3 to 5 days for the order to be delivered. It could be shorter depending on how much time it will take you as a seller to schedule your pickup. And the last step is the self-shipping. You keep the items with you. Whenever the customer places an order, you need to pick and pack and deliver the product on the scheduled date. This is, of course, going to be based on a conversation between you and the customer of when you are going to deliver this, but you can't be too late for it. Okay, my suggestion, if you are a new seller, always go with FBA. It's going to give you a good kickstart on the website. It's going to help for your products to be known more. And this is actually an advice for everyone. Okay, FBA is always a good option. You will not be facing any delay in your orders, any delay in the dispatch. We are going to take care of most of the things that has to do with selling on Amazon. The only thing that you will do from your end is to receive your money, basically. So what is the fulfillment by Amazon flywheel, the FBA flywheel? Just like I explained before, you inbound your products to FBA. We are going to take care of the logistics and the customer service. You will have access to additional engagement tools such as the Amazon Lightning Deals and the Amazon Buy Box. And how this is going to affect you is that it's going to give your products an increased visibility. It will give you a better conversion potential and more review recognition, more views basically on your products. Okay, so how much does it cost to sell on Amazon in general? There are two types of fees. We have the referral fee and the shipping fees. The referral fee, it starts from 4% and the maximum is 15%. This is going to depend on the category of the products that you are offering. The shipping fees, it varies between the shipping options that you choose. Some additional fees may be applicable when you are using FBA service. So before I move on to the next section, the discovery, do you guys have any questions about the FBA? Question by Amara. In FBA, we have to keep our products in warehouse, then further delivery responsibility will be taken by Amazon. You keep the items inside our warehouse, inside Amazon's warehouse, and everything else, yeah, it's going to be Amazon's responsibility. A question by Geeta. For FBA option, do I have to write to Amazon for pickup? Do you mean to pick now? when it comes to FBA, how it works, simply when you add your products, you choose the fulfillment option as FBA. You prepare something that we call a shipping plan. You upload your shipping plan. Once approved, you need to book an appointment with the warehouse, and you move your items to our warehouse. Once we receive them in the warehouse, we are going to take care of everything else. How about the FBA charges? FBA charges varies depending on the size and weight and measurements of the product itself, the dimensions, of the product itself. From one product to another, it's different. Also, the pricing of the product may affect it, whether it was below 50 dirhams, above 50, above 100. All of this is going to be taken into account. If you would like to know more from your account, go to the help section, search for FBA charges. You will find a detailed schedule for it. Question by Shahid: in EasyShip option, what is the steps of packing or items? Okay, of packing the products themselves. There are several options. You can keep your items in their original packaging. We in Amazon, we can also every now and then provide you with some packages that you can keep with you. For example, the polyester bags or the cartons. All of those will be available to be provided to you. For you as a seller, you keep your items in their original packaging, and once the courier will come to collect from you, we are going to wrap them in the final packaging, the Amazon packaging, and deliver them to the customer. Okay, any other questions before we move on to the next and last section? Okay, I think I can move on to the discovery section. The discovery. In other words, it's how you want to promote your products on the website. There are several ways for you to do that. It's different whether you are a normal seller or you are a brand owner. Okay, some tools are only available for brand owners. A brand owner is, of course, someone who has his own trademark. His own brand has a trademark, and you want to register your brand on the website. As a brand owner, you will get several privileges that you will not get if you are not a brand owner. For example, you will have something called the A+ content. This is going to help you to promote your brand, to write more about your brand, and to add several images and videos for people to know more about your brand and what are the products that falls under that brand. You can sponsor the brand on the website. It's going to show that your brand's logo, and right next to it, all the items that are under that brand. And you will get to open your own Amazon store. This is an online page that contains several sections. For example, if you have several brands, or if you have several types of products under the same brand. For example, if you are selling an electronic items, if you have a brand for electronic products, you can add the accessories in one section, the devices in another section. If you have several types of devices, you can add each one of them on its own. This is how the stores are going to help you. So what are the tools that are available for all the selling partners, and what are the ones that are available only for the brand owners? The tools that are available for all the selling partners, we have the deals and coupons, and we have the sponsored products. Deals, of course, we have 3 different types of deals. We have something that is called the today's deal, or the deal of the day. We have something called the 7 days deal, and we have something called the lightning deal. Now, the lightning deal actually is only available for the sellers, for the FBA sellers who have their products under FBA. Okay, the other 2 types of deals are available for everyone. The coupons, this is a digital discount that you add to your product. It's available for everyone. One of the things that is very cool about the coupons is that it's more flexible than the deals. You can add, it will start from 5% all the way to 80%. Okay, it's going to be available for you from the first day or the first moment that you add a product. You can simply add a coupon with it directly. It's going to help you to promote your products on several ways, and it's a good way for you to start strong on the website. The sponsored products, this is basically an advertisement that you add for your product. Okay, this is a paid service. I'm sorry, you pay for it. You pay per clicks. But if you are new to this service, then Amazon is going to provide you, or basically offer you, 150 dirhams as a promotional gift to use this service. So any new seller can simply click on the sponsored products, or also known as the campaign manager. You can start your own ad campaign for your products, and you will have 150 dirhams as a promotional gift to start your first campaign, basically. The advertising and branding tools that are available for the brand owners, exclusively for the brand owners, we have the enhanced brand content, also known as the A+ content, the Amazon stores, and the sponsored brands. Your brand registry, of course, this is going to help you to protect your brand on Amazon. You will be known as a brand owner and as the authorized and official owner of that brand and the products that falls under it. So, last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, here in Amazon, we are always available to help you. Anything that you guys need, you can always stay in contact with us. You can contact the seller support. You can check the Seller University. It contains lots of video tutorials and articles that will help you. You can check our help pages and the search function. You can register for any of those webinars. And if you already have an account manager, you can contact your account manager, or you can contact the seller support and ask them for an account manager to help you. Here are some of the key success factors that I have added. Hopefully this is going to be very helpful for you guys when it comes to selling on Amazon. Always make sure to list your full assortment. Don't start with 1 or 2 items and say, I want to do a test on Amazon. Don't do a test on Amazon. Start with your full quantity. It's not going to cost you anything. And it's going to be very helpful because it will help you to target multiple customer categories. Invest in the detail page. Add as much information as you can about your products to help the people to gain knowledge and to know more about the products that you are offering. Always invest in growth. Okay, make sure to promote your products. Make sure to follow our flywheels for long-term success, and basically make sure that you invest as much as you can to promote your products, as this is going to help you to sell more products and to benefit from it. Brand support. If you are a brand owner, register your brand on the website. We are going to help you to promote your brand and to help people become more aware of that brand and the products that falls under it. Fulfilled by Amazon. Let us do all the heavy lifting on your behalf, and let us give you a good kickstart if you are a new seller. Last but not least, if you what we call the operational excellence, if you don't want to go with Fulfilled by Amazon, if you want to go with easy shipping or self-shipping, always make sure that your products are available in stock before you post them on the website. So that's actually the last thing that I wanted to say to you guys. And right now, I'm ready for your questions. Any questions that you have, feel free to ask me. Question by Zakir. Kindly send the link where we can find recording. It's available on the main website, sir. Services.amazon.ae. You can go to from support, choose webinars, and you will find the recorded sessions at the bottom. You will find them in there. And they will also be available in the Seller University. Question by, hopefully I'm saying your name right, Miriel Ortega. How complicated is it to register to sell in Europe and Latin America? It's not complicated. It is not complicated, but the problem is that I don't think they are currently available as part of the countries that you can register in. I believe for now, the countries that are available, we have KSA, of course. The US is available as part of Northern America. And I believe we have also Turkey, I think, available. But right now, like, not all the countries are available, but we are gradually updating that list of countries. We are hoping to add more countries and to be able to reach to all the marketplaces for Amazon around the world. So right now, I don't think it's available, but it will be available soon, hopefully. Question by Adel. I spoke to you yesterday that I don't have an account manager. I reached the seller support and they told me you don't have account manager. So I requested that to raise a query to assign me an account manager. They replied that I understand that you are requesting us to assign you an account manager. I'd like to inform you, we don't assign account managers. We don't have a direct, sorry. Just a moment. We don't have a direct connection with account managers. We don't have access to assign an account manager either. You need to know that if you have an account manager, they will contact you directly. As long as you don't receive any contact, that means the account doesn't have an account manager yet. Okay. Let me tell you something and keep it a secret. Okay, Mr. Adil? And this goes for all of you. I trust you guys. Contact the seller support. You already know my name. My name is Maysara Darwish. Request for me directly. I will contact you. Okay? Tell them I want to contact Maysara Darwish. That's all. They will get to me. I have a question by Shahid Suleiman. If I send 100 items to Amazon warehouse, but somehow I need 50 units back, what I have to do? You request to basically to collect your items back. Okay, you raise a request that you are going to remove some of the stock and you can get 50 items back. No problem. Question by Amara. For our brand advertising, Amazon has some charges and how it works. I believe to register the brand, there is no charges for it, but to sponsor the brand, there will be some charges. It's going to be, I believe, based on clicks. Okay, same that goes with the Google ads, the number of clicks that you receive on the brand or the sponsored ad. That's how much you are going to pay. And this is something that you can actually decide. You can decide how much you want to pay per click and what is the daily budget that you want to reach. Question by Kiran. How can we sell on KSA? To sell on KSA, basically you can create a seller account on KSA and you need to move some items to our warehouses in KSA under FBA and you will be able to start selling in there. Who can we connect with to resolve issues? Seller support. Seller supports are going to be your best option. Question by Muriel. Can Amazon close your account if you have more orders than you expected and then you count with no stock more? Okay. Can Amazon close your account? We can suspend the account if you have received multiple orders that you cannot fulfill. Best option that you can use in there. Okay. The best option basically that you can use is to put your account on something that we call the vacation mode. Vacation mode is going to keep your items in there, but they will show inactive so that whenever your stock is available, you can add it in there. But let me tell you something. Don't add a number of stock that you do not have because the system, like for example, if you have added a product and the quantity for it is 100 pieces, okay, or 100 units, every time you make a sale on Amazon, the number is going to decrease. Okay, so if you have received like an order for 5 items, it will become 95. If you have received an order for 50, it will become 45, and so on. So once you reach out of stock on Amazon, it's going to appear as out of stock, and you will not be able to receive more orders. Okay. Adil Khalil, your name coming as Maysara Fuad. It's Maysara Darwish. That's right. Same thing. Same thing. That's actually my full name, Maysara Fuad Darwish. That's my name. Okay. So you can. By the way, I don't think that there are many Maysaras in Amazon in general, or even the world. I believe we are a rare kind right now. So you can just request for Maysara and I will contact you. Don't worry about this. Once I receive the notification, I will contact you. And I will even try to reach out. I will search for your account. If you can provide me with the store name, I can try to search for it and hopefully I will be able to contact you, sir. Don't worry about this. Question by Amara. An FBA product is no more available in stock. Will it be inactive automatically? Yes, it will be inactive automatically, and you will receive basically a notification from our warehouse to basically reimburse, or I'm sorry, what is the word? To replenish your stock in the warehouse. Kiran, let me tell you something. I have a certain jurisdiction when it comes to which accounts I can contact. Okay. If your account doesn't have an account manager I will try my best to contact you. But if your account was actually, if it was created this year in 2020, I will be able to contact you. Any accounts from last year, I don't have access for them. But don't worry, Kieran, I will try to contact you. Mr. Adel noted. I will try my best to contact you. Don't worry. Question by Amara. How about return exchange policy by customer? How it works? There is actually a full article written on the website on the return policy. I will suggest that you read it. The returns, of course, this is going to depend on the reason behind the return. Is it from the seller side? Is it from the customer side? And we are going to judge that as well. But I suggest that you read the return policy. It's already available on the website. Just search for the article and you will find it. It will have more details, basically. Okay, guys, we still have 4 minutes, so feel free to ask me any questions. I'm right here to help you. I'm sure some of you have already attended some of my webinars before because I can see some familiar names. You guys know what time this is. This is the time to answer your general questions. Not necessarily about this presentation, but you can ask me in general and I'll be right here to help you. And guys, I would also like to have a feedback from you on how we can improve these webinars. For example, if there is a problem with the voices, if you want me to slow down a bit, if you want to know about different types of processes on Amazon, I would like to hear from you and to receive your feedback as well. Question by Kiran. What does Amazon charge for shipping to the seller on Seller Central pair products? Okay, how much we charge from you? Usually the shipping charges, they are around 10 dirhams under easy shipping. For FBA, the FBA shipment, this is going to cover everything in regards to the shipping and the storage. Okay, and again, in regards to FBA, it depends on the dimensions of the item and the price also has a little to do with that. How the price has to do with that, just to explain a bit more. If the item under FBA is below 50 dirhams, we are going to take an additional fee. It's called the closing fee. It's around 3 dirhams. Okay. If the item is between 50 to 100, we will take only the normal fees. There will be no closing fee. If it's above 100, it will be offered on the website under free shipping for the customers. Because any product that is under FBA and above 100 dirhams, it's going to have free shipping on it. Thank you so much, Amara. I actually have a webinar tomorrow. It's called How to Grow Your Business. It's about how, after you added your products, you can grow your business on the website to reach to people in general. So if you guys are interested in the next step after you adding your products, tomorrow's webinar, it's going to be very helpful for you guys. Question by Muriel. For how many number of items you should go as professional? Okay. Even though I've explained a bit about it in the beginning of the webinar, here in Amazon, just like I mentioned, in all the other marketplaces, there are several professional plans. I'm sorry, selling plans, including the professional. The professional is actually the highest plan, selling plan on Amazon. But we have made an exception for the people inside the Middle East, inside the MENA region. Okay, you will open your account for free. You don't pay any subscription fees, and you will start with a professional selling plan. Okay, so there is no need for a number of items. You will start as a professional. The 10 dirhams, yes, Kieran. This is for easy shipping. It's actually 10 dirhams. 10 dirhams for easy shipping, yes. Question by Gita, I listed my products, but it shows suppressed. It shows suppressed, you need to check what is the problem. It could be, the problem could be with the images, with some of the information. Some of the information may be missing, okay? So my guess, and most of the items that are suppressed, this is like the main reason for them, it's the images. Double check on the images. There's something called the image guidelines. Check them, compare those guidelines with the images that you are offering. And if all is good, I believe your item is going to be approved. Okay, guys, any other last questions? Because I believe this webinar is about to be over. Do I have to write name for each I made? Each image? No, you don't have to write a name for each image. You can rank them as image 1, image 2, image 3. There shouldn't be any problem. That's not how the system is going to identify your images. But let me tell you something. The guideline, well, when I'm talking about the guideline, basically the main image needs to have a solid white background. It shouldn't contain any writings or watermarks on it, any logos. It should only show the item. It needs to be very clear, at least 500 by 1000 megapixels. Okay. And those are like the main guidelines that you need to take care of. Okay, so make sure that your images matches the guidelines and everything should be all right with you. We can create multiple accounts on Amazon, yes, but mostly they need to have different informations. So you can't use the same information to create 2 accounts. Separate information. I'm talking about the same marketplace. You can use, of course, the same information to create on several marketplaces. Okay, now I believe that we have reached to the end of this webinar. I don't want to take it a little too long on you guys, but as always, it's been a pleasure to present this webinar for you. You guys are awesome. You guys are the greatest, and I wish you all the best when it comes to selling on Amazon and in your life in general. Hopefully, this webinar was helpful for you guys. Hopefully, I was able to answer all of your questions. And hopefully also I will see you in other webinars. I'll be more than happy to present all the information that I have for you. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to help you. Again, hopefully I wasn't too heavy on you. Hopefully everything was clear. Hopefully I was able to provide you with some information that you didn't know before and to give you some knowledge on the information or on the, basically on the information that you already have. Again, a huge pleasure to present you with this webinar. Thank you all so much. You guys are great. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your day. And hopefully I will be able to see you again in another webinars. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.